If you're driving, please remember to use your car's Bluetooth speaker while listening to the AM Drive. Sports talk is not worth your safety or the safety of others.
Grab your popcorn and sit back.
Jump the gun. Oh, no, give me more than that. Okay, go this way. That was dumb. We are.
How could I tell you when nobody wants to? Your fatal words I will choke.
Happy Top 5 Tuesday to everyone in the sports universe. It is August the 30th, 2022. This is the AM Drive on our Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook pages. For Aaron Crouch, well, what's up, Aaron? I am Michael Carvelis saying hi, Aaron, and welcome back.
Hi. It's good to be back. I would say welcome back to you too, but today is Tuesday, not Monday. You did a show yesterday, so yeah, no show Friday. What happened?
Well, you'll win some, you'll lose some around here. I stood up, not just you, but also our guest, Cody Jansen, as well. Thankfully, he's as positive as they come. Just fell asleep, bro.
Yeah, I sat in front of my computer as the minutes ticked away to recording, and I said, this does not look promising, but all good. Other than that, doing all right. Weekends are just a very busy time for me, and that bleeds over into Mondays. So glad that the AM Drive faithful are going to get a weekly dose of Sammy action at least once a week. So I guess by being too busy, all I can say is you're welcome.
Hey, how do you like the term Action Mondays?
I dig it. I like that.
That was like a Mac of you.
What's that?
I dig it. There's nothing big. It's just,
I dig. I mean, it's not like the best time of all time. No,
yeah,
it's not like Tom Brady.
Important.
It's not the GOAT. It's not Brady. I mean, come on.
We're gonna get to him. Mr. Ryder, Mr. Meat Rider. Okay. So, hey, we're presented by our website, which features our YouTube and our shop, among other things like awesome sponsors. But go to MikeandAaronDrive.com, click the YouTube page, find out what's trending on our show, take all of our former guest segments, including NBA player Kyle Guy, including 54 Live podcast host. That was pretty insightful and awesome. And if you go to our shop, you get awesome hoodies and mugs.
What was that guy's name? Diggsy?
Yeah, I think it was
Diggsy, that's what I couldn't for the life of me.
For the longest time.
I know, I couldn't for the life of me think of what his name was. I remember it was like something unorthodox that he goes by, but yeah. He dropped a bombshell on us. Well, Live Golf dropped a bombshell on us, side note here, but with all those Live Golf signings, including open winner Cam Smith this year. So
I want to hear about that. I already saw that.
Yeah, that's something probably we'll try to talk with Tony Johnson when he gets on the show here this week.
You know, that wonderful Cam Smith you guys used to root for has hands of blood. Okay.
Oh, jeez, you guys and your purist mentality.
No, I just like the PGA, but they ain't doing themselves any favors. But that's for another show. Okay. We have to talk about something that scared the living daylights out of me personally, because I've been rooting for Trey Lance since before last season, Aaron. Nice contacts. But Jimmy Garoppolo has decided to run it back with the 49ers. And by run it back, I mean stay your butt on the bench, Jimmy. Please. I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming, in all honesty and all jokes aside, and I'm sure you're going to go here too, I believe that Jimmy G and the 49ers realize the market is just not valuable right now because nobody needs a quarterback. I actually wouldn't put out the realm of possibility that if the Browns just go 0-2 and like lose 49-0 both weeks, that they might trade for him anyways. But for now, I'm assuming it's because the market's dead right now, and next year they're gonna trade him, or if his contract is up, they're just gonna say bye, old friend. But stay on the bench.
I mean, you know My philosophy is on Jimmy versus Trey Lance. Now, I mean, you don't move up to number 3 to just let this guy continue to sit and sit and sit. And yeah, look, I mean, the flashes of excitement and potential are always going to be there, and you have to try to explore that and capitalize on it. Look, I mean, so the Trey Lance era begins now. I'm still a big Garoppolo guy as far as the fact that he just wins when he's in the right situations. It's no slouch. I think he's going to make like $9 or $10 million to back up Trey Lance this year. And like you said, things happen in the course of an NFL season. I mean, Trey Lance might just stink. As worst case scenario that he stinks or he gets hurt. And you've got not only the most expensive backup quarterback in the NFL, you've probably got the best backup quarterback in the NFL at this point. So kudos to San Francisco for doing this. I mean, yeah, there probably wasn't a market after Drew Lock got moved, Russell Wilson got moved, Matt Ryan on the move. I say Drew Lock because I really thought he was going to be the starter in Seattle, and I thought there was no way San Francisco was going to trade Garoppolo to the Seahawks. So, I mean, you're right. They're running out of places to put Jimmy Garoppolo or to have a trade partner, especially after Baker's gotten moved as well. Even if a big quarterback goes down, even if Jacoby Brissett stinks, sometimes it's too late in the season to really go after your franchise quarterback. I mean, we talked about, playbooks, while, can be streamlined, are somewhat, intricate. It take a while to get really used to them. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't foresee Jimmy Garoppolo ending up anywhere else this year. But like you said, never say never. The trade deadline's been more active than ever in the last couple of years. And then he gets to become a free agent in 2023. So I think overall this was a good finish, I guess, a good ending to the Jimmy Garoppolo saga for this year. And be a backup, play ball when your time comes, and we'll see what happens here.
I'm going to give you 2 ideas that you might like, and it might surprise you on one of them. So one of them I'm going to say, do you believe that Marcus Mariota is a step down from Jimmy Garoppolo?
A complete step down. See, it's in the Falcons' offense, probably not.
Oh.
See, the reason
so everything has to go well, is what you're saying. For Jimmy G.
I think for both of those guys. I mean, look when Mariota, was leading the team to a playoff victory. I mean, Derrick Henry was on the cusp of becoming a superstar, and they actually had really good weapons around him and a good defense. Like, things went perfect for Mariota. Same thing with Garoppolo. I mean, regardless of what you believe with Jimmy G, since Jimmy G has been in San Francisco, they're like 35-15.
That's my point, though, is that obviously Garoppolo is more consistent than Mariota. If the team is, I think the Falcons, we're gonna do their win total in the next segment. I'm gonna have to go over 4.5 if he was there. Would that move? I think that would move a needle for me at least one game.
I just don't know. I mean, you have Kyle Pitts, who is pretty damn incredible. Drake London, the book's out. We'll see what happens. He's got
another knee injury.
Yeah, he's already hurt. Cordero Patterson, can he replicate what he did last year with regards to the spark that he provided, for this Falcons team? I don't know what Garoppolo could do to make them, leaps and bounds better. No, but maybe he could be a win or 2 better. And the thing is with Desmond Ridder there, Jimmy G is going to the same situation in that spot. The thing is you have to look at this restructured contract. There's a no trade clause in this restructured contract. So he's not going anywhere unless he wants to. So now does he sit here and take his, I believe it's like $9 million guaranteed and up to $16 million bonuses. I mean, if do you sit there and take your $9 million guaranteed in California, or do you try to go start somewhere? I mean, I think if somebody called and they went to Jimmy Garoppolo and said, "Hey, man, we've got an opportunity to send you to Atlanta and you can start tomorrow." Yeah, he'd probably
when I mentioned Atlanta, I didn't mean he should go there. I'm just saying, I believe he would be better than Mariota.
No, I understand you don't mean specifically Atlanta. I'm just saying, like, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, like, say Davis Mills gets hurt in the first
That's
game.
another one. The Texans, to me, because they don't technically have a future, they hope Davis Mills takes a step up. But if he doesn't, I wouldn't mind putting Garoppolo with the Texans.
Sure. I mean,
I was going to say Titans, but they already have Ryan Tannehill.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who wins two-thirds of his games here. Now, is he going to do that in Houston?
No.
Probably not. I mean, is he going to do that in Atlanta? Most likely no. But if Trey Lance goes down, are you saying that the 49ers aren't all of a sudden still division / Super Bowl contenders? Yeah, I think they still are.
Super Bowl division, sure.
They were 8 minutes away from the Super Bowl last year.
Well, by that logic, Aaron Rodgers was too. Shoot.
Yeah, they're Super Bowl contenders. The Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl contenders.
Gator mouth Jimmy G, I'm just saying.
I mean, with Jimmy Garoppolo, they're still Super Bowl contenders. They're Super Bowl contenders now with an unproven quarterback.
So I know I don't want to go too much more on this, but how about Jimmy G? Let's say Kyler Murray wets his pants this year? If I'm Jimmy G, I'm signing with the Cardinals.
No. Kyler Murray just signed a massive deal. Even if he wets his pants, he's still the starter. He's not. The thing is, he's going to be totally capable of testing free agency next year. And like I said, what opens up next year? I mean, the Colts might open up next year if Matt Ryan really is who wets his pants. I mean,
Sam Ehlinger, baby.
Oh God, enough with the Sam Ehlinger.
I keep telling you.
You keep telling me what? That he plays preseason football
once again.
Oh, awesome! Enjoy your preseason success.
Yes, sir. Preseason Super Bowl champions.
Congratulations! Hand them the ring. But
it was tough against the Ravens, but we got it done.
Okay. I mean, we don't know. Who knows if Jimmy G might even be a Carolina Panther next year if things don't go well with Baker.
Oh, that'd be hot. Ooh, that's a good one.
Never know.
Because he's got a lot better head on his shoulder, and I would argue he's a better quarterback. Because consistency, as a Brady fan, you should know consistency matters.
Well, also not losing games matters. Like for your team, I know that he's thrown a few ugly picks, but he's. Anyways,
I'll never forgive him for missing Emmanuel Sanders, but we're going to be okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Speaking of quarterbacks who just get it done for no reason and things around them, where's Tom Brady? Because, I don't like the speculation of plastic surgery, full disclosure, from that Odyssey article, which was piggybacking off of other people that have already said it. I thought he looked like the Crypt. Like, darn his colored hair. Like, I didn't think his skin looked incredible. If we're going to go that route.
Jesus.
Masked Singer is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Aaron, I'm just going to go with marital problems. I don't know what it was. Bo, do you think the world needs to know? I want to know. I don't think anybody needs to know, though.
So I said this when this first came out. Like, I feel like this guy has earned the right, and I don't want to know. I don't think that.
You might be pissed off.
Well, not that I might be pissed off. It's just like, a guy who's played 20 years, won 7 rings, knows you can never argue that he is not going to be in the film room studying. He's proven that first in, last out, time and time again mentality. Nobody works harder, blah, blah, blah. I can go on and on and on. But the fact of the matter is that now that we have some rumors, let's call it, the Masked Singer rumor, I'm less mad about than I am for the vacation. I know that sounds crazy, but let's be honest here. It's preseason, it's camp. You could have taken this vacation in July. You could have taken this vacation in early August, like during the middle of preseason football. Now I know he probably
retired anyways.
Yeah, so I'm actually more not okay with the vacation than I am with him saying, "Hey, look, this is when they film. I've already contractually, especially with his new deal with Fox, that he signed while he was."
I didn't even think about the Fox part of that.
Yeah, he signed a deal with Fox. That might have been part of the deal. He might have been honoring contracts. It was already prearranged. Remember, Todd Bowles came out and said, "Look, we knew about this." Like, if it's Masked Singer, I'm more okay with it being that than I am with just taking, a random vacation. Now, I'm not saying that nobody needs a vacation. Everybody needs to get their mind right. I'm just saying the timing of the vacation seems a little weirder than contractual obligations to Masked Singer. Plastic surgery, whatever. That seems silly. To me, that why you would get that done in the middle of the season, nobody really cares. But I do know you have a brand to maintain after football. I don't know. It's
trying on new underwear.
It's almost like I may be way off base here. So if I am, reel me in here. But when Brett Favre held on to his career for years after he left the Packers, obviously it didn't go well in New York with the Jets. It went moderately well with the Vikings, but he just held on. And then things off the field just got weirder and weirder with him, with the penis pic and all that stuff.
Oh.
And it's just, you always want to see these guys go out in the best possible way. But the problem is sometimes our society is so wrapped up in someone's life this much that things are just weird with Tom Brady right now. And then, of course, the Boston media just cannot stop just with this guy. Like, move on. It's been almost 3 years now. Like, I follow some, WEI and some other Facebook pages that have Boston reference, Boston sports media, and it's primarily Brady. It's like, guys, you've got 4 major sports teams.
Jones.
We have 4 major sports teams. Like, there's got to be something else, man. It's so much Brady. Barstool loves Brady, obviously. So to make a long story short, if it's Masked Singer, I'm much less upset than if it's the vacation. I don't know if there's marital problems here. I really believe that it was just a weird. I don't know if it's a vacation. It's just a weird spot to take it. And maybe he just had to yes dear this one, and she wanted to go on vacation, and he had to yes dear, and happy wife, happy life. Especially since she's the breadwinner. Yes
dear this one.
I don't know.
I don't want to go on the boat.
Well, this is the thing. This is the reason why I don't want to know what it is. I don't care. He's back.
Yeah,
everything's fine.
No,
I don't want to know. I never wanted to know in the first place.
Yeah, you did.
No, I really didn't. I mean, I'm not just saying that just for keeping up appearances. Like, he left. He had an absence from the team. I mean, when people take absences for personal reasons, I know they're not. I mean, I know they're not Tom Brady, but no one cares. People take absences for personal reasons all the time. Usually, it's death in the family or mental health or blah blah blah. But who cares? What if he said, "Look"? What if he just came back and said, "Look, I need to get my mental health right," and he went to the Bahamas.
Mental health.
Can you not get your mental health right in the Bahamas? Sure you can.
If that dude was depressed after all the hype that he receives, I would be laughing. Let me shut up.
You should not be laughing. No, but I get what you're saying. Like, it's hard for us to sit here with our lives and say, how is this guy depressed? But like you always say, mental health can affect you in any, status in life. Maybe it's not to the extent of what someone else is going through, but mental health is not a joke for anybody.
Agreed. When we come back, we're talking top 5 baseball teams, week 20. Good Lord. The MLB season lasts forever. Also, NFL win totals for 5 teams. We're going to start that on the other side of the Mark Zuckerberg AM Drive. The AM Drive with Mike and Aaron might be the best morning show ever. If you love the show, shop the merchandise for $26 hoodies, $16 shirts, even $13 mugs. High quality swag for cheap because Mike and Aaron love the fans. The best morning show, the lowest price merch at amdrive.online.
This is Popple, the next generation business card. With just a tap, your Popple instantly shares your digital business card to both iPhone and Android devices. The best part? The other person doesn't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. To pop your info, tap your Popple to the top of an iPhone, the center of an Android, or just scan your in-app QR code. And just like that, all your info is saved to their phone. More connections, more leads, more sales. That's Popple. Download our free app and get your Popple today.
Aren't you the Vice Golf guy?
Yeah. You want an autograph?
Yeah. Actually, I was just wondering if the balls are any good.
The balls are amazing. You look like a Pro Plus guy.
I thought you'd never ask.
It's actually better than my old ball.
And it's half the price.
top performing golf ball, half the price. It's almost stealing.
Quit searching the globe and get your high-performing golf balls at vicegolf.com.
Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
All right, and welcome back here to the AM Drive here, presented by Fanatics. It's very simple. If you want the best in sports memorabilia, merchandise, autographs, all of that awesome stuff, you've got to go to MikeandAaronDrive.com. And on that MikeandAaronDrive.com webpage, there's a little button that tells you exactly what to do. What does it tell you to do, Mike?
It says click the F.
It does say click the F. And when you click that F, it takes you into the Fanatics website where you can buy everything from all your favorite leagues, all your favorite teams, all your favorite players, autographs, memorabilia, merchandise, etc. They got it. You want it. So make sure you're going to MikeandAaronDrive.com, clicking that Fanatics logo today, get shopping, because when you do shop at Fanatics, it helps out the AM Drive tremendously. And for that, we thank you.
How late was that one?
On my end, pretty damn.
God bless America, man. I'm the one hosting this over here, and you're the one who just gets the timing correct. I don't understand that.
There must be some kind of lag between you and me. I mean, I don't know what it is, but you're right. Sometimes when I listen to the show, it sounds like it syncs up relatively good. So,
hey, that ain't bad. Okay. I demand Cinco de Mayos and fives and fists in the chat immediately. It is top 5 MLB teams for week 20. Welcome back, Aaron, for your top 5. I forgot to ask Sammy for his top 5. Would you like to go first, or you want me to go first?
I can go first, and I figured Sammy's top 5 is probably not too far from our top 5. So I think Sammy would probably agree with the teams we probably have in our lists here. But I'm going to go ahead and start with number 5. Sliding all the way down for me is the Yankees, 78-51 on the midst of a 3-game losing streak right now. I still think somehow they're going to find their way come playoff time. But every week I say this, it just looks bleaker and bleaker. So we'll see. Number 4 for me is the Braves, sitting there right behind the Mets, who are number 3. Both these NL East teams. It's going to be a fun watch in the playoffs in the NL, especially now with the DH, being instituted in the NL. So Braves and Mets come at 4 and 3. Those lovable Astros at number 2. They just keep doing it. I mean, they're just incredible at home, and with them basically being the number 1 team in the AL, that's going to be a tough out for anybody, including the Yankees, who are going to have to go to Houston in the playoffs. And, of course, number 1, as they have been all year, those Los Angeles Dodgers, who are on pace for another 100-plus win season. Ho-hum, L.A., number 1.
Boom. Okay, so I actually have a falling out in my list. I mentioned last week the Cardinals were the honorable mention. This week they're jumped into the top 5. They have overtaken the Mets. Well, the injuries. Well, you know what? Dodgers were doing fine without the injuries. They stayed afloat. How come the Mets? What was it? Jacob deGrom is hurt again? Is that last time I checked? Is that true?
I know he tweaked something. I think we'll find out. I don't know if we know anything yet.
See, the best ability is what, Aaron?
Availability.
Oh, that was good. So, sorry, Mets. And I've been the highest on you all year. This is your Aaron Crouch moment. You're hanging on by a thread, but the Cardinals are over the number 5. Number 4, a team that has also actually lost twice in a row to the St. Louis Cardinals in the last few days. I know they beat them in game 1, but games 2 and 3 have gone to the Cardinals. So the Braves are number 4, but they're, for a team that was about to take into the top 2 spot, now they're falling back. Number 3, Yankees. I was going to put the Braves above them, but Yankees are still there. staying afloat, still have one of the best run differentials, and so they get the nod over the Braves here. Number 2, the cheaters, the Astros. And one of these days I'll live that down. I guess if they win a World Series without cheating, I guess I'll officially stop saying that.
Today's not that day.
Right. For today, they're the trash can banging bastards. Number 1, team with a 286 run differential. That's almost 100 more than the Yankees. It's the Dodgers. Did you know they're almost 100 more clear of anybody else?
Yeah, I mean they're plus. They're almost 100. Well, they're 86. Yeah, they're almost 100 clear of the Yankees. They just beat up on people. It's insane. I mean, they're 8-2. Like you said, the lineup. Guys go in. Guys go out with injury. Other guys step in. I mean, Joey Gallo has just been resurged in LA ever since leaving New York, and you might have the curse of Joey Gallo. I think the Yankees are like 5-15 since they traded him.
Woo!
And the Dodgers are like 15-5, something like that. Something like completely reverse. It's the curse of Joey Gallo. You love to see it.
The ghost of Gallo, or the Gallows. Okay.
Have you seen My Cousin Vinny? The movie My Cousin Vinny?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen a lot of famous movies.
You really should watch it. It makes me laugh every time I think of Gallo. I think of My Cousin Vinny, and there's. Basically Joe Pesci's character is like, he's an attorney, but he's not a famous attorney. So then he uses the name Jerry Gallo, who's a famous New York attorney, to try to like pose as him. And anyways, anytime I hear the name Gallo, I always think of My Cousin Vinny. So short little tangent. Let's move on.
More people have seen the movie than have not. So you're not on an island there. I'm on an island.
Fair enough.
Place your bets. NFL win totals. This is fun. Here's how we're going to do this whole shebang. Or shebang. Oh, that sounds bad. Okay, starting today, we're going to do 5 teams that are like 5 win totals of the 32 teams. Mm-hmm. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll do 5 more each. Next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll do 4 each. I'm assuming Aaron's not going to be here next Tuesday. But we'll see how that works. But you see how we're going here. So, today's teams are the Browns, the Bills, the Rams, the Falcons, and the Ravens. Don't ask me how I got those. I guess that's the alphabetical. I'm kidding. It's not even alphabetical. It's just weird. But, Aaron, let's start with the Cleveland Brownskins. The total is 8.5. That came out of nowhere. The Cleveland Brownies. Total is 8.5.
Yeah, this one's tough. I mean, I would have obviously, taken an over here with Deshaun Watson, but he not there no more, at least for 11 weeks. And looking at their schedule, obviously they're in the AFC North, which is already a tough division with the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Bengals. This one, I'd like to think I struggled with it, but unfortunately, as much as I love Jacoby Brissett, I took the under. In this spot for the Cleveland Browns. I do see probably about 5 or 6 wins on their schedule, and I think they're all really, they're going to have to come when Deshaun plays. I mean, the beginning of their season is tough with, teams. They got the Steelers, they got the Chargers, Patriots, Ravens, Bengals, Bills, Bucks, all without Deshaun Watson. It's like, it's going to be real tough. And even on the back end, I mean, when Deshaun's actually back, they've got, Bengals, Ravens, and Saints. Saints are going to be a wild card this year. We'll talk about them more, obviously, as we do these win totals. But I see the majority of their wins probably coming too little too late. And I see them right around 5, 6, 7 wins, which obviously leads me to believe that the under is in play for Cleveland.
Congratulations. You got that one right.
I hope so.
Right. I got 7 at the most, so I'm going under as well. For the reasons you just mentioned. The first 11 games are brutality. And again, say what you will about the 11-game suspension, which is, I don't care how you slice that up contract-wise. The NFL putting him as the Texans the first game back is comical in my opinion. But aside from that, he's gone for 11 games, and those things are hell. So I'm going to go under 8.5 as well. And also you have a disgruntled Kareem Hunt. It's not a good idea, not a good look for them.
He's a guy who I might see is on the move this year. We talk about like Jimmy G and the trade deadline, and he's a guy I might see, especially if things start out the gate pretty poor. Anybody
He's
looking
already
for
requested
running
a
back?
trade.
Well, no, I understand that, and I know that they've not honored that. But as the season gets more and more away from them, if it does, then I could see him moving to a contender, possibly like Philly or a team like that he could really use quality running back of his talents. So.
Or the Ravens if J.K. Dobbins gets hurt again.
Also true, although they just signed Kenyon Drake, so we'll see what happens with that.
I like him, change of pace guy. Let's go with the Buffalo billionaires. And everyone in Buffalo feels like a billionaire right now, as they should. This depends on if Josh Allen is just going to continue his trajectory as an MVP candidate. Got a good team. Gabe Davis, who's supposed to keep on striving and thriving. Stephon Diggs.
Gabe Davis from?
UCF. That was your little plug. Yeah, you're welcome, pal. Did y'all win this weekend? Or that was Florida State?
They didn't play. Florida State won. Florida State beat the pants off of some no-name school. So.
I thought it was Dusnick or whatever, how you say that thing.
I think it was Duquesne, yeah.
That's how you say that?
Yeah, I used to call it Duquesne when I was growing up.
What?
But it's Duquesne. I think that school's in Philly. I could be wrong.
That's a cool name. Oh, I'm not going to name my son Duquesne. But no.
There you
go. It's 11.5 for the Buffalo Bills. I've been reading, like, for fantasy purposes, I was going to mention about Omar Cooper from the Browns, but we're past the Browns now. But the Bills have got a 3-headed running back. So do not take Devin Singletary early, you idiots. I've seen that a lot. But I'm going to go with the Bills over 11.5, and I could see them winning 13 or maybe 14. But I think winning 12 is comfortable here.
Yeah, I got them pegged for 8 automatic wins in terms of like what I'm looking at their schedule. That like I understand they lost to Jacksonville last year, and anything can happen. But I mean, let's be honest. Obviously you have to play this game with injuries in mind, but you can't really predict what injuries are going to occur. So this is always win totals are always so tough. But you look at these 50-50 games that they're going to be equal to or better than 99% of the teams they play. And the two teams that I think that I could say they're not equal to or better than in a game maybe are the Chiefs and the Rams.
I'm glad you said Chiefs. You're coming around. I'm proud of you.
I'm not. I never wasn't coming around. Chiefs are still a great team. I still think they're going to win the West. And
wow.
To me, it's just I had to go over here just by the fact that I think they're gonna. I really think I see like 3 50-50 games on the schedule, and every other game to me is them favored and should win. Now, can hiccups happen on the road? Absolutely, sure. I mean, and then like you have the Packers at home on Sunday Night Football. You're better than them, I think, but things can happen. But I think the 3 50-50 games I see with them are the Chiefs, at the Ravens, and at the Rams. So I'm thinking we're seeing 12 to 13 wins minimum on this schedule, obviously barring health. So I'm going to take the over 11.5 wins for the Buffalo Bills.
Correct again. Let's get to the Rams, who are at 12. We're at 10.5. Aaron, why don't you go first on this one? The defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, I mean the defending champs. This one 10.5. You talk about. What's the question with Matt Stafford? The shoulder's already a problem. Is there a Super Bowl hangover here? I know that usually happens for the Super Bowl loser, not the Super Bowl winner. But they got a tough schedule. I mean, they already are in the NFC West, which is an absolutely tough schedule. I mean, listen to this schedule. Bills, Falcons, Cardinals, 49ers, Cowboys, Panthers, Niners, Bucks, Cardinals, Saints, Chiefs, Seahawks, Raiders, Packers, Broncos, Chargers, Seahawks. If I'm playing the automatic win game, I see like 3. This is tough for me. And a lot of 50-50 games, a lot of games where I don't think they're necessarily better. I mean, a lot of these hard games, you have one, a game each on the road against the Cardinals and the 49ers. They might
split the Cardinals and 49ers, yeah.
They're on the road at the Saints, on the road at the Chiefs, on the road at the Bucks, on the road at the Packers. So, I mean, I actually I see a 9 to 10 win team here, so I took the under.
Woo!
I took the under.
Okay. So for me, I believe in Sean McVay. I believe in Sean McVay. I believe in Sean McVay. Here's the thing. You know which quarterback Sean McVay dragged to the Super Bowl?
Well, he dragged 2 quarterbacks to the Super Bowl. So
Well, one of them was way worse. His name is Jared Goff. That's a weird last name. Anyways, my thing is, I believe in Sean McVay, which I've already saying to you. And I think if it was 11 and a half, you might have gotten me. But 10 and a half is low enough where I can kapow, fire on the over. So you're wrong on that one, pal. I can see 11 wins. I might be sweating bullets. But yeah.
I mean, do you want to play the game here?
Do it. The game.
Okay, go ahead. All right, you got Bills.
Yes. I have them winning that first game.
At home versus the Falcons.
By 35.
Road game Cardinals.
I'll give them the first one.
You give who the first one?
I'll give the Rams the first one.
All right, on the road, Monday Night Football against the Niners.
No.
All right, home against the Cowboys.
Yes.
Home against the Panthers.
Yep.
Home against the Niners.
Yes, because they lost the first one.
All right, you'll split it. On the road against the Bucks.
Yes, because of Tom Brady's interior offensive line is not great. So I'll give them I think they win a close one.
Home against the Cardinals.
No, because they won the first one.
On the road, Saints.
Nope. Saints
on the road, Chiefs.
Nope.
I'll give you the Seahawks one. I know that. Home against the Raiders on Monday Night Football.
Close, but I'll give it just for my sake.
All right. At the Packers on Monday Night Football. Back-to-back Monday Night Football games?
Boy, Packers. I'm going to go no right now unless I need that one later, so I'll keep that one in my back pocket.
And then
I'll see Packers win.
Home against the Broncos.
Yeah.
And then at Chargers, at Seahawks. So you're going to get right to 11, basically.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to be sweating
12.
bullets here. But we can steal a Packers game or steal a Chiefs game, I'm good.
Yeah, it's really about the guarantee. It's really about the guaranteed wins. And like I said, I see 3. I see Falcons, and then both of I think they'll beat the Seahawks twice. I mean, everything else is 50-50 ball to me. They're probably a little bit better than the Raiders, probably a little bit better than the Broncos.
Right.
I mean, depending on okay, I see 4. They'll probably beat the Panthers at home. Okay, so 4 wins. It's going to be close. I see this team. It's a tough one. I mean, it's again, obviously you haven't factored in injuries and all that other stuff too.
We're not here for the injury bug.
Exactly.
Falcons, unless we're talking Anthony Davis, we're talking Falcons who are at 4.5. I'm gonna go under. Listen, I got the Falcons to win about 4 games, which is about 3 more than I thought they would. Like going into this, let's be real, they're gonna be flirting with. They're probably gonna bench Mariota 10, 11 games in when they're god awful. So then you're gonna have Desmond Ridder, who hopefully can save you a game. But I don't think you're going to sweat this one. I could see 5 if they're feeling good. But, man, this is tough. I think they're going to give it 3 or 4.
Yeah, this one was the toughest one for me. I know that we have all these good teams, but, like, finding bad teams and trying to find their wins is always a fun, experience here. Now, it's all about, catching some of these teams at the end who may or may not be in contention. The Bears, the Panthers, the Saints, if Jameis Winston, can't, produce and be good, or he gets hurt again. The Bucs, what are the Bucs going to be? Like you said, are the Bucs not going to care is the media going to unravel this team? The Commanders,
Yes.
There's so many teams at the end of their schedule where I think they can pick up cheap wins. On top of the fact that there's a couple teams in the beginning, the Seahawks, the Browns, at the Panthers again, those division games, you never count those division games out. Where I think they can pick up. I put them at 4 wins.
They're good against the Panthers. You said I had 4 wins?
And they're good against the Saints. I put them at 4 wins. I found 4 wins on their schedule. So by that logic, I think they're going to steal one from somebody who's not paying attention, like the Jaguars did against the Bills. So I actually went over. I think this is a 5 to 6 win team. I didn't necessarily love pushing that over, but I decided to go over 4.5 wins on the Falcons this year. I think their ceiling is 6 wins. 6
Is
and
that plus
11.
money?
I don't know. You tell me. You found the lines.
I know.
Probably.
I know. Yeah, you're right because it's minus 105 for under, which is what I had yesterday. That was one of the ones I told Sammy.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have the actual
plus then, yeah.
the actual odds in front of me. I just have what you gave me. So if it's plus money, I don't hate sprinkling a little bit on the over Falcons there.
All right, little Aaron Bay there. Okay. Finally, I don't like the even number. I actually hate it. But Ravens at 10. If you would have told me 11 was the push, but you're going to tell me 10? And this team was riddled with injuries, and Lamar Jackson's on a prove-it year? I've doubted Lamar Jackson before, and I've always been looked stupid. So I'm going to go with 12 plus for the Ravens. I don't think we're going to sweat 10 here.
Yeah, my doubt for Lamar Jackson doesn't creep in until postseason time. Getting through a regular season, this guy is liquid gold. He is phenomenal. I love watching Lamar Jackson play football. Again, I know we had this argument discussion with Joe Madden when she came on. When it comes to playoff time, when it comes to playoff time, I am not sold on Lamar Jackson. But I'm not betting on the playoffs right now. I'm betting on the Ravens to win more than 10 games. They won 8 games last year before, the world kind of imploded on them. They were 8-3. They were my number 1 team in the power rankings. They were my Super Bowl pick, and they fell apart because Lamar Jackson went down, and everybody kind of went down, and they finished 8-9.
Ain't bad though.
What's that?
Like if people are betting on Lamar Jackson to have a bad year, Tyler Huntley is not a bad backup.
No, I mean, like you said, and maybe I need to eat my words with Jimmy Garoppolo being the best backup. Tyler Huntley, we've been on Tyler Huntley since last year. I mean, like you said, missing a beat. I don't know if that's necessarily the case with Lamar to Tyler Huntley.
The beat.
And luckily, the other thing is they finished in last place in the North, which means they get a 4th place schedule this year, which means they're facing the Falcons, they're facing the Jaguars, they're playing the NFC South, which all 4 teams for them are beatable. They get Danny Dimes and the Giants. They get to play the Jets this year. They get to play the Dolphins, who I understand the Dolphins might be a tough team. We'll see what happens. But, I think they're going to fly over. I think we're looking at 12 to 13 wins. I'm also not a big proponent of the even money there, or not the even money, the no hook. Yeah, the even totals. But, I mean, I see this team is maybe my Super Bowl team. You'll have to wait and find out. I might have to go back to the well here with this team.
I love it. Hey, that's it for us. Why don't you take us home, pal?
Yeah, tomorrow on the show, we've got 6 through 10. We've got the Panthers, Bears, Bengals, Lions, and Texans. Now, I know they don't sound like sexy teams, but that's some of the best betting you'll ever find is digging through the trash. Of course, we'll have that and so much more here on the AM Drive. Don't forget, until then, to support the channel at mikeandaarondrive.com. It's got all of our sponsors. It's got all of our socials. It's got all the links, and including the YouTube, which you need to go over to YouTube and hit subscribe. That subscribe button is key. But until then, we greatly appreciate all of your support and love and watching the show. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on Hump Day with another edition of the AM Drive. For Michael Carvelis, I am Aaron Crouch saying, have a great day, and as always,
drive